plate. But before we go, I got something I want. And Bruce, we could talk about this at another date. Maybe we have a longer conversation, but I gotta put it. Damn it, I gotta say it.
Say it.
I I am at the point now where I am pissed off to the highest of, say it for me, Daryl,
Festivity.
festivity around the fact that you have to have five, four, whatever subscriptions to watch playoff professional games now. I mean, the NBA is just getting just as bad as the NFL because NFL, you got to have what? You got to have Prime on one night, you got to have Peacock on another night, Paramount on another night, Netflix on another night, and now the NBA is doing the same thing, right? And it's just like, I get it. It was a point once upon a time we had this thing called cable, and you
Yeah,
paid
yeah.
for the type of service you want, and it was always pay a little bit more, you get a little bit more. And now it's like they have just jigsaw puzzled the hell out of all of these sports based on what day and what game is going to be played or where they're at in the season or in the playoffs. And I mean, man, is that real good for the game? Is that really good for any
No,
sport
I
to
don't think
say,
so at
hey,
all.
hey, you want to watch this on Tuesday, on Thursday night? You're gonna need Peacock. Oh, you want to watch it on Saturday night or Sunday night? You're gonna need Nick. I mean, come on now. Is that
I don't think
really?
it's good for the game at
It's
all.
not good for the game,
I was like,
man.
I couldn't, like I said the other day, I couldn't watch the Houston playoff game. They had the NFL draft on instead. And I think
Yeah.
Daryl said I could have watched it on Peacock or something. I don't know. But, I'd give up looking for it.
Yeah,
I
no, man. I mean, I remember back in the day when we used to watch the Rockets back in Houston, and you could only catch the away games. You couldn't watch the home games. I was cool with that, watching 50% of the season, but I knew that 50% was in the bank. I know that when they played an away game, it was gonna be on channel 20. I was gonna get to see
You
that game.
UPN 20, baby.
Yeah, I knew that game was going to be
Yeah.
on television, right? But now it's just like now you got to be forced to get all these subscriptions, and then even if you get it for the short duration of the playoff, they're counting on the fact that 20-30% of the people are gonna forget they had the subscription, not cancel it. It's like, oh wait, I do have that. I forgot I got
but you
that
get it. Yeah,
subscription
I've got
too.
something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
got to go back to the Wayback Machine. Were you around when they had cowboy antennas? Where you couldn't, they'd black out the home games for the Cowboys if it
Oh
wasn't a
No.
yeah.
sellout. And so local people start buying,
Yeah.
local companies would buy all the rest of the tickets so you could watch home games. But if it wasn't a sellout for a Cowboy game, they would
Right.
somehow bounce it over the area and you couldn't watch it. So, they would sell these cowboy antennas and you put it on top of your chimney and it was really way up there. Not real high. It wasn't like a CB radio height, but it was, good
Yeah,
size
you talking
antenna
about
people
those, you
got.
talking
Or
about
people
those
would
big metal
go out of
antennas we
town
used
and
to.
they'd go out of town and rent a hotel so they could watch the Cowboy game.
Yeah,
But
you saw those big antennas we used to put outside the house. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I remember those. My
I do
grandmother
remember.
had those at the house. We used to
Yeah.
have that one line coming into that one
yeah,
television.
but this went on top of that. So there was those antennas. Then you had to get another antenna just to get the Cowboy games because you had to go a little bit
Oh,
higher.
oh
And
wow! I
then
didn't
you'd
know they
point
had.
it
Yeah.
directly, somewhere. You'd have to point it
Oh,
there, and you'd get it, and like in the
yeah.
way it bounces too. Like I might could get it pointed one way, but then Marcus, if you were living 3 blocks away, you might have to point a little bit different or something. It was really crazy. But that's how much we loved the Cowboys back then.
Oh yeah, man.
They
I gotta say those very humble beginnings. Like I just remember like the TV wasn't showing right, and then I go out in the backyard and I twist the
yeah, you had
pole.
to do
Like
that.
I
Yep.
had to twist it just a little bit, just and then go back in the house and is it on? Or if somebody was inside. Is it working? Is it
Yeah.
working? Now try it some more. Okay, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Then you go inside, and then you have to like turn a little tuning
Yeah.
knob a little bit just to make certain you get that in. Man, those were some days. Go ahead, Daryl.
But why didn't you just have the little thing on top of the TV? The little antennas
Rabbit
on top of the
ears.
TV, and you can twist the little
Nah,
thing.
well, that came later. See, that
Oh,
was
that
see,
was later.
That
that
was
was
high
Okay.
later.
technology.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah, that
remember,
came
what?
later.
Didn't they have the two antennas come up, and
Yeah,
in
then
the
you had the
middle is
little
a
two
round one?
antennas.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah,
little
then you had
round
the
one in the
big boy.
middle.
Yeah, and then you
And then you
set the
put
big
tinfoil.
round
Did
one.
you ever put tinfoil on top of them?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I thought that
Good
was
tin-
black people problems. I'm sorry, Bruce. I didn't know that there was. I didn't know that was a universal problem. My
Sometimes
bad.
I know, man. See,
sometimes I had to go
here's the
back there
thing.
and I'm adjusting the TV and it starts working, and then you walk away and it stops. So my dad would say, "You got to stay right there."
Yeah,
So we
that's
just stand there holding
yeah.
it.
Now, see, here's the thing, though, Daryl. When it comes to these things, there are going to be some distinctions between how we did it in the hood in terms of that. Like, right? So when we used to have to get the little splitters to put it on them little screws, Bruce would go in the room and get a screwdriver. We went in the kitchen,
We get a
we got a butter knife.
Oh, butter knife. Oh, my dad was
Yeah,
always in
right.
trouble. He used butter knives for everything. And then my mother would get so mad. He was like, "Let me use the butter knife. Oh, use the butter knife. I don't know."
Wait a minute.
Well, she goes,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Like good butter knives.
Oh, and then you had to screw it on the UHF and then screw it on that. You had the little screws on the back, and you had to make sure they were on there nice and tight and whatever. And then of course at some point the knob breaks off the television, and so you got to go get some pliers, and that was your remote control. That's how you change the channel.
Did you ever have to change the vacuum tubes?
Oh no, I never had to do that, man.
Well, okay, so they used to all be tubes, and then what you had to do is you take out the back of the TV, and you take the tubes out, put them in this little box, and then you go to the 7-Eleven, and they had a little tube tester, and then you put the tubes in the tester, and you see which one works and which one doesn't. And so when you know that one doesn't work, then you go up and came in a little box, and you go buy that, and you all put all the tubes back in, and it works.
I did not know they had that going on. I didn't know about tube testing, and that's before my time, at least, right?
That was
there.
definitely analog days.
I do remember the pliers to change the station, and then of course when you finally got cable, you had that little beige box that you slide the little thing left and right to get to the click, 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 click. Yeah, yeah. Then you had the little roller dial on one side to get the fine tuning in there.
Oh, the vertical hold. Remember the vertical hold you have to do?
Yeah.
Do like
hey, remember you could hear what's going on the naughty channels, but it didn't. The picture didn't show.
Yeah, you just sit there and just try to get just a little bit. I think I saw something. I remember the TVs had an adjustment for red, green, and blue. Like that, they're individual. On the back of it, you had tint, color, black and white, or brightness, and then you had red, green, and blue. Like you had the little spectrum thing, and if you mess it up too much one way or the other, the television was all green or something. Like man, these are some recessed memories that I forgot all about. I hadn't thought about it forever, but and of course you get to that final stage of the television when especially those big floor televisions when they no longer work, and then you go out and get another television, and what do? You don't get TV furniture. You put the little television on top of the big television.
We did that. Well, I had my TV when we first got married, a little black and white TV. It was on our little sewing machine. No, it was a typewriter. You remember typewriters? We had a typewriter stand from college. We did that anymore, so that became my TV stand.
It's crazy. Hell, I remember the first video games. You had to get those little forks and put them on the screw, tie them with the butter knife. With the butter knife, just so
good gosh! And then you had the UHF channel and the
everything had to be.
I tried to get them on the same one, so one would come and the other one would fall off. So I get the other one stick and the other one fall off.
The other one fall. Get that little splitter, that little fish, that little.
I remember Pong. Good gosh, when Pong first came out, I'm like, how in the world could they be doing this? It's magic, you know.
Yeah,
now it's like baby games.
But you know what? But you know what, guys? I'm having a come to Jesus moment right now because I'm really thinking about this. Like that was real struggle, and now we're complaining about subscriptions. I mean,
no, it's not so.
No, we got too many channels to get to.
Yeah, all those problems were relatively free and cheap to take care of. It didn't require us to sign up for another monthly service that we had to pay for over and over and over again. But it's all part of the thing. The end game here, people, late boys and girls, is that we will own nothing. Everything will be something that you rent.
We won't own anything.
You have to subscribe to. And the minute you stop paying for it, they kick you out or shut your service out. That's where everything's headed.
Or you share it with your son. You know, hey, I'll share Netflix with you. Okay, now they cracking down and
they cracking down on all that.
I know. Like what?
Are you sure you're traveling? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Hey, but why you making fun of that? I mean, I use my father-in-law's YouTube TV,
Yeah.
But I'm at his house right now in Phoenix. So when I turned on the TV and I saw my login, I had to think about it for a second. I'm like, wait a minute, if I pick the wrong thing, they're gonna bust me out.
Yeah.
You know, so I had to carefully think about it, and I chose wisely. But man, I was just thinking, man, that's crazy, dude.
That's what Chat GPT. That's what Chat GPT is for, man. You better check with your AI assistant before you start making these financial decisions, there. All right, I know we're talking a lot of sports.
No, it was fun. That was fun memory lane or whatever.
Yeah, a little memory lane section there.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, that's it for us. You guys got any good memories about using your TV, black and white, and then went to color, and then we had all the wires in the back, just 3 stations, then maybe 4. Now we got so many channels, we don't know what to do, and most of the times there's nothing on. Well, we got like 500 channels, million stations, and we're just looking for one basketball game. That's it. Is that asking too much? Apparently.
No.
All right, you guys, and like, share, subscribe. Give us some comments down there. We love it. Anyway, we'll see y'all next time.
All right. Take care.
Bye.